Today we're learning some Eric Clapton style acoustic rhythm inspired by his Unplugged album. So this rhythm lesson is inspired by his playing on his Unplugged album. New guitar every single Monday. Make sure you hit subscribe. Printable tabs for this tutorial and all our tutorials. Links up here in the notes. By becoming a Patreon, you will also see timestamps pinned in the first comment of the comment section to keep your learning organized. Additional links in the description, including my email for some one-on-one lessons. Let's do it. Grab the guitar, brain attention span, follow me on in. Let's break this one down. Okay, so these ideas can be played with a pick or without a pick. What we have there is the foundational shuffle of all of these things. This is kind of the bass rhythm that he gets creative over, and it sounds like this. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting my index finger on the second fret of the A string, and I'm playing open E and second fret. Now I'm pinching them, but if you had a pick, you'd just be doing down strums. Then I'm going from 2 and 2, and then I'm getting my ring finger on the fourth fret, playing that against the open E string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and everything drops down. Now open A string, second fret of the D. Same idea, and then back to E. So those are the E and the A shuffle that we're going to see quite a bit in this lesson. Now let's apply our first little bells and whistles, and this would be a change from the E to the A that sounds like this. So what I'm doing is I'm starting off the shuffle 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 beats the same. 2, 4, 2. Then we're going to do a triplet, open low E string, second fret of the D string, which is the octave of our E. So do, do, do. It sounds great because we are playing octaves for our E notes. And what we're doing here is we're going to do triplet thumb, second fret thumb, do, 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 4 pola, 1. And what's cool about that too is you just keep that finger down and jump right into the A shuffle. Do, 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 triple it, do, and you're right here for the A shuffle. Idea number 1. So this idea, you're going to start off with the E shuffle, do, 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 up to the third beat. 1 and 2 and 3. Then jump up and grab your ring finger on the second fret of the G string. You're going to use the ring finger because you're going to get your middle finger on the second fret of the D string and immediately play the second fret with the open G, but then hammer on your first fret of the G string. And with your middle finger, you're going to play the open high E. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and into the A shuffle. Now you wouldn't necessarily need to jump into the A shuffle. You could continue this over the E as well if you wanted to. Just I wanted to show you what it would sound like with a change. Now, if you want to, you have this finger here for the shuffle, but I like to switch to my index finger, even though you could right after the just do the shuffle with your middle finger. But I like to go ahead and just change and get to the index finger, the one I'm more comfortable with. Idea number 2. Similar, but this time we're going to do it a little more in time. Okay, so what we're doing here is we'll start off do, one and, then the open E string. When you play the open E, lift your whole fretting hand up, because we're going to get our ring finger on the second fret of the G string and our middle finger on the second fret of the D string. Now you're going to play open, index finger on to the second fret of that G, do, do, and then your thumb on the third beat will play the second fret of the D. So you get 1 and 2 and 3, and then you lift your ring finger up and play the open G string on the offbeat. Now this is hard, right? Or at least tricky. Let's say it's tricky. It's not really hard, it's tricky. Because what you want to do then is after the open, your thumb is going to play the second fret of the D string on the fourth beat, but you want to hammer on the first fret at the exact same time your thumb plays the second fret of the E string or D string. If it's too quick, the hammer on, you get this. Doesn't sound bad, but it's not intentional. And if it's too slow, you get this. Again, doesn't sound bad, but it's not the intention. We want it to be right on time. Followed by the open B string. And with the open B string, I like to use my ring finger. So this whole lick, nice and slow. Into the shuffle over A. For this one, we're just going to stay on the E for both of the ideas, and you would treat this like measures 3 and 4 or measures 7 and 8 in a 12-bar blues. You would get this. So start off with the shuffle, do, 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 and then get to the fourth beat. You're going to want middle finger, second fret of the D string, ring finger, second fret of the G. What I'm doing is thumb on the E string, and I'm using these two fingers on the D and the G together. You could pinch it and get this finger on the G string and your thumb to come down on the D, like. Either way, they both sound great, right? Either one you want, but it's triplet, 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 triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 polar. We have this instant hammer-on move, where after you're doing 2-2, you're gonna lift up your ring finger, and you're gonna pluck second fret and the open G together, but hammer right away on the first fret of the G string. Then grab the open high E string on the offbeat. 1 and right into the shuffle. Now the shuffle here is going to have a little modification as well too. 4th fret to the 2, then on the and, your middle finger is going to come down to the 3rd fret of the E string, and then it's going to jump down to the 2nd fret of the D string, which is another E note, and you're going to pluck open E and 2nd fret of the D together, which is a nice octave sound. So from there, we go do. These two measures together, 1 and 2 and 3 and triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So cool. All right, so this next one's more of a fill. can play the first doot, 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 classic shuffle. You get to the next measure, thumb on the E, and these two fingers on the E and the B together. Ring finger, 3rd fret of the B, and you're gonna go 3, 2, 0 together. Triple it. Then your middle finger will land on the 2nd fret of the G string. So you get 1 and 2, pull a 3. From there, it's using my index finger, middle finger, open B, back to that 2nd fret. Triple it, triple it, triple it, do. Thumb with the open low E. Put them all together. Very cool. This next one, we're actually going to combine that idea with the that we saw earlier. So we've seen both of these so far. It's just a matter of putting them together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull a 3, pull a 4. Here's 2 riffs to give our A little love. One thing to keep in mind is you have 2 nice A7 shapes. One is just the A without the note in the middle, 2nd fret of the D string, 2nd fret of the B string, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. You also have this lovely shape, 0, 3, 3, 3, 2. And you can also have fun combining both of them. So we start off with our shuffle, 1 and 2 and 3 and right from that shuffle position, take your index finger, pull 2 to 0. Then you're going to get your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, middle finger on the 2nd fret. You're going to follow that up with playing both of those same strings open. So it's a triplet. 1 and 2 and 3 and triple it, do. Thumb on the open E, and then right from there, open A, right 2, do. Then a nice little triplet with that same index finger down, 2, pull 0, hammer 2. And there you would jump into the E. So you get very cool. Something a little more aggressive. Open E, followed by open B and E up on the high, 1 and. Then we're going to slide into this shape here, which is 4, 3, 4. It's actually an E7. It's just your D7 shape up 2 frets. It's actually an E7, and then you're going to play triplet, slide into it from a half step down, then play it 3 times. 1 and 2, pull up. Lift up everything except for your index finger, open high E, 3rd fret, and then open B. second fret with your middle finger, and then open, hammer on the first. Thumb comes down for the low E, and then your middle finger grabs the high E. So how would you maybe approach the last four measures? Something like this. What's going on there is we're going to make a B7, thumb, second fret of the A string, and these two fingers are plucking up on the second fret of the G string, our A note, our flat 7, and the open B together. 1 and back down to your thumb. 1 and from there, do do do. Index finger just on the G string, followed by pinching middle finger, B string, thumb on our A string. We follow that up with the, again, B and G strings on the offbeat together. Second fret, first fret, open. Now the next one, you could make this whole A7, but I'm really actually just, because I'm not playing the D string, I'm just fretting the second fret of the B string, and I'm going thumb, open G, second fret of the B, thumb, index, open G, then I'm pinching open A string and the second fret of the B string together. Then I'm going to pull up on the B and the G string, back to thumb, and then index by itself on the offbeat of the G string. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and those two together. It's basic, but it's really, really nice. Open E on the first beat, open high E on the and. We're going to slide up into our new favorite E7 shape. 1 and 2, pull up, lift up the ring finger, and another triplet that's open E, B, and then G strings. Another triplet, 4 slide 2, pull 0, and then open D string. Because you're going to hammer on the second fret of the D string on the first beat of the next measure. So slowly it's 1 and 2, pola, 3, pola, 4, pola, 1, 2 and 3. Open A string, ring finger and pinky finger on the second fret of the G and the B. Move it up, first fret, and these two fingers on the same two strings, but now it's the third fret, and everything comes up a fret, second fret of the A string now, 4/4 on the G and the B strings. So you would get these last 4. Love it. So let's put together some of these ideas and see what they look like when they're connected. 1, 2, 3, 4. go, folks. That is the whole tutorial, culminated in a 12-bar blues. But these ideas are ideas that I want you to apply in your own playing, whether it's blues or not. Seeing these over these chord shapes. Make sure you use a capo. Try it in different keys. Have fun, experiment, combine the knowledge you know with intervals, chord construction, extended chords, arpeggios, and take this lesson to infinity and beyond. All right, everybody, until next time.